I hope you guys have a ton of energy for our last comic of the evening. Do you have the energy? Yes, you absolutely do. One of my favorite people in the world. I just hope he doesn't hear me say that. Please give it up for Mike Gray.
Yes, Nick Dufault, everybody. I'm glad some of you have the energy, because I don't. At all. I'm a little extra cranky, too, because I was in Portland earlier today. Yeah, isn't that the fucking... God, I hate Portland. I love Portland until I go there. You know what I mean? Like, because then my friend's like, hey, man, they're going to do the Old Port Fest again. Come on down. Like, oh, fuck yeah. I'll go see some music and hang out, eat some great food. Fast forward an hour later, I'm screaming at people from my car. Like, you don't cross the street diagonally! Use the fucking crosswalk! But they're all from Quebec, so they don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Or care, you know? Just like, Parlez-vous, Cirque du Soleil! Fucking Habs suck! Fuck you! God! No, we love Canadians and their money. Is really all we do. Actually, yeah. If you haven't seen me before, which is probably no one in this room, I look like my act, if that makes any sense. So, like, I was nominated by my high school class as most likely to get hit by a car at night. You know what I mean? It's like, so I mean, if you want the, like, man, you could do it, the positivity, it's just not happening. Because I can't even muster it for my fucking self. You know? But I go to concerts a lot for fun. I go to concerts a lot. I mean, like, look at me. I'm not going to go to paint night, anything like that. I mean, I go to concerts. That's my thing, concerts. Not like this one upstairs that's fucking up our show, but good concerts, you know? And when I was at a show one time, the singer was trying to pump up the audience, as they are wont to do. So he gets up there and he goes, I want to hear you go insane! So I just started mumbling to myself. And you know what? Nobody tells you that's what it sounds like. But that's what it sounds like. It's just some guy mumbling to himself, or you know, just like total silence of crazy. That's what it sounds like on the outside, right? The inside, no, roaring cacophony of awful thoughts that you didn't want, you didn't ask for. You know, and me rears its ugly head when some of my friends are like, Mike, come on downtown. I know there's some Canadians present in Portland, but in addition to that, we're going to have a footy pajama pub crawl tonight. Like, footy pajamas! Footy pajamas! What the fuck is wrong with you? What is it, nostalgia? Is that why you want it? Like, you missed that time where you were bed by 8, drunk by 9. It doesn't make sense. Is that the reason you wanted to open a SpongeBob SquarePants themed restaurant because you missed the time you were 9? Is that it? Yeah, I'll get some nostalgia for you. How about I call your dad and have him come over here and beat your ass? At the mere thought of suggesting that maybe I go to a footy pajama pub crawl with you. You know what? I hope during your pub crawl, there's like a meteor comes down, right? But it's perfectly spherical, so it just strikes the earth and it starts rolling down Commercial Street, Indiana Jones style. And people are running away from it and they're ducking into the alleys, but they're all twisting their ankles on that shitty brick sidewalks they keep in that fucking town. And they're just all rolling their ankles and stuff, and here comes the ball. Then there's an earthquake. And then the Earth's crust rips up. You can see all the way down to the magma. And then people get to the crevice, they're running, and they try to stop, but they can't because the footy pajamas, so they just slide right in. that comes over the city. Washes more people out, so you just see bunny ears just being dragged out, some bubbles, you know. And then the Russians and Chinese nuke just this block during your footy pajama pub crawl.
Hell yeah.
And that's what it sounds like on the inside. On the outside, it sounds like, nah, bro, I'm good. I grew up in a really small town, and I'm not used to footy pajama pub crawls. Maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know. Small town, grew up on a dirt road, you know, middle of nowhere, right? And it was a small town. This is a quaint New England village. That's how you would always hear it described, quaint New England village. So you can picture that, right? You know, kids are running around, they can play, they don't need to be supervised all the time because they're not getting abducted often. Well, nothing's 100%, you know, let's be honest. People leaving their cars unlocked, it's fine. They have this giant brick town hall that overlooks the town. Beautiful. It's, you know, built in the 1890s, something like that. It's really good. It actually has the Guinness Book World Record largest concentration of assholes on this planet. Fucking hated that town. I couldn't go into town because every time I did, there'd be some guy in this old rusty shitty pickup where it didn't even have a bed on it. He's just got tobacco spit all down the driver's side door. You know, he's got big guns like up in the back rack, in the back window and shit. He's wearing camo year round. Don't know who he's hiding from in the middle of July, but he's hiding from someone. And he's like revving up his engine, like blaring country music out of it, impressing all the girls who wouldn't bang me because I'm too weird. And every time I saw this guy, he'd roll his window down and go, "Cut your hair, fag!" That guy was my high school drama coach. That was the most liberal dude in the town. I'm just glad it wasn't my shop teacher. I have no idea what that guy would do. Probably drag me for a few miles. Like, oh, what's that? You still don't like Brad Paisley? All right, another mile. Yeah, no, it was weird, you know. And in addition to that, my mother raised me to be a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, there's always a sound someone makes when I say that. It's usually you. Yeah, it's bad. Imagine how, doesn't that sound fun? Does that sound fun to you guys? Right? That sounds like so much fun. Bible thumping 24/7, going door to door. Does that sound fun? Imagine how fun that sounds. It's way less fun than that. It's fucking horrible. Like, imagine, it's like take your worst day ever. You know what I mean? You wake up late, you gotta go into work, and then you go get your coffee, they fuck up your coffee. Of course they do, of course. Because they fuck up 1 out of every 5 coffees. It's on the sign at Dunkin'. We fuck up 1 out of every 5 coffees sold. And like, you get to work and you're like, you know what? I don't want to be lectured by my boss again. You don't want to be a liar, so you just open your door and you just start smashing your hand in it. Like, just repeatedly until you just break every bone in your hand. Just like, that's more fun than being raised a Jehovah's Witness. Because if that were me, I would at least go home and jerk off with my good hand and not feel guilty about it. It's a fucked up religion, man. Because my mother would screen all my friends. She had to screen all the friends that I was, like, you know, just in case I was getting roped into some drug cartel or something, or like multi-level marketing scam, or making sure I wouldn't work at Hot Topic. I didn't know what the angle was, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I would buy, I would buy CDs, and she would read all the lyrics to the. Seriously, she'd read it. She'd like, I don't understand it. And it's like, which works so well. Look at me. Look at me. If I buy an album now, and I still do, and I read the lyrics and it doesn't mention Satan in every single song, I frisbee it out my car window. hope it hits someone too. I hope it hits a priest while they're doling out rations to war orphans. Fuck that guy. There's no Satan on my album. It's weird, man. You get no birthdays? I couldn't even go to other people's birthdays. Because birthdays are evil. No Christmas. You don't get, like, my mother would scowl at me when I would grab one of those, like, Cadbury eggs, which is the best holiday candy, I think. I would grab one of those and she'd just be like, this has nothing to do with Jesus. I'm like, it's a fucking candy egg, Mom! Let me have this! Fucking ridiculous. And there's nothing to look forward to in that religion. Nothing. Because they believe, and I'm not sure if you knew this, only 144,000 people go to heaven. That's it. 144. That's the population of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Everybody else, fuck you. Now you get to live forever on Earth in a body. This fucking meat sack that I brought tonight, that every night I'll just go and open up my computer and just buy shit on Amazon I don't need to fill the void in my soul. And just doing that for hours on end. And then the only time I smile during the day is right before I go to bed. Because I'm going to know what it's like to die just a little bit. I get to do that forever now. That's my reward. Being so good. And the other weird part of that belief is heaven's the place to be, right? We always use it in everyday language. Heaven is a quintessential place, right? It's certainly not Bridgeport, Connecticut. But it's like, it's a quintessential place to be. Like, dude, how was Cancun? Like, oh, it's fucking heaven, bro. That Coke is so cheap there. It's just... Because that would be heaven to me. Infinite Coke and blowjobs, That's all you need. Forever, you know what I mean? These people believe they get to heaven, and those people who made that cut act as judges over the people like me who didn't. They act as judge. These people think when they get to heaven, they still work. The fuck am I gonna do for eternity? Just sit around Amazoning all day, nothing, no cool friends. I'm just probably cleaning up after the apocalypse. That'd be my 8 to 5. I'm a janitor. Thanks God. Thanks God. I'm a fucking janitor for all eternity. What a benevolent, kind creator we have. No birthdays, no holidays. And it terrifies me that could be a real thing that, I was conditioned to believe it was when I was real little, that I could die one day and then wake up in a world full of Ned Flanders. Just wake up one day and just as far as the eye can see, just sweater vests. Like, haddly doodly. Haddly doodly. This is the worst afterlife ever. I never signed up for this. But I know they are polite people, usually. So they'll be doing wellness checks on me. Like, well, Mike, you've been pretty cranky for the past 340 years. Is there anything we can do for you? Yeah, give me Christmas off. We'll start with that. Maybe birthday every now and then. Or just kill me. Just fucking kill me. That would be great. Could you do that? I know if I died in that, it would be like Groundhog's Day, though. And I just fucking wake up. Oh, are we ready yet? Huh? Did we learn? Ah! Yeah, so raised to be a Jehovah's Witness. My dad raised me to be an alcoholic. That was fun. That was a good time. That was, my dad, though, 23 years sober last month, right? Yeah. That's when he died, but... Hey, technically he's been sober, so I count it. No, he did. He was, man, every night it just consisted of him just sitting in his recliner. That was his spot. And he'd be yelling at the dog. Like, Mike, look at this. Look at this dog right here. I keep calling her name. I keep calling her name. You believe that? And she's looking right at me. She's not coming to me. Look at that. She thinks she's better than me, Mike. You think I'm gonna take that? Like, Dad, she's deaf. She literally can't hear you. Oh yeah, then you're gonna thump the side of your recliner, hope she feels it out like a tarantula or something. The fuck? You know, and that was a treat when I brought friends over, because this is my dad, still in his recliner, giving me life advice, drunken life advice. The best kind of life advice.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, my dad wouldn't do the whole drunken, like, don't do what I did, man. You know, I have fun and stuff, but I got way too addicted. No, it's like my dad was trying to teach me the law of attraction or some shit. Like, you know, Mike, if you think about something hard enough, it'll happen. You know, you think about something real, you want to be something, you think about that really hard, and then you'll just be that. Like, cool, Dad, while you're, you know, thinking about pissing all over yourself, because that's what you put your life to. I'm just going to go with my friend here, and we're going to go beat each other with sticks out in the woods, because there's nothing to do here in this stupid town. And it wasn't weird to me. My friends were always like, dude, is your dad drunk? Like, is your dad sober? Wait, so your dad doesn't get drunk every night and just piss himself in his recliner and yell at the dogs for no goddamn reason? What kind of utopia do you live in? And is there a spare bedroom? I'd be down to move in, maybe. You got that. Yeah, it's weird. I'm sorry to bring you down a little bit. Let's, how about this? How about let's talk about abortion? No, I got nothing on abortion. I'm sorry. So I guess I do, because that joke didn't go full term, so. That's my abortion joke, is that I abort the joke. All right, now I'll write that one down. No, it's freaking weird. You know, another place I've never really jived is work, you know? Because people know I'm a comedian. And they're always like, Mike, how come you don't joke with us, man? How come you don't joke with us, Mike? You know, you go to these shows and you go up there and you talk about your dick. I don't know, you invite me all the time. I never go, but, you know, why don't you do that? Why don't you just joke with us, riff with us? Because you're not funny, Bob. That's why I don't fucking joke with you. You come in here every day, Jim, working hard or hardly working. Oh, fucking horrible. Like, you know what? How about this? You know, I every week, 40 to 45 hours a week, I'm working with you, and every single night, I lie in bed and fantasize about eviscerating you with a box cutter. Yeah. And everyone else is there too. They're tied up in chairs in the warehouse, and they're chanting my name. They're going, Mike. They know their next Bob, but they're sick of your jokes too. Jim's over there like, yeah, open him up like a 10 zipper. And I think about that every single night, and that's how I lull myself to sleep. Come on, buddy, that was good. Up top, right? Come on. No, yeah. Whatever, man, I'll see you tomorrow at 9. Then I find myself in HR looking like an asshole because Bob can't take a joke. That's not fair to me. It's bullshit. The other thing Bob at work will do, or whatever stupid name you want to use, is that, you know, they'll be like, and everyone deals with a person like this. You know, I could be doing the same thing down the street, buck an hour more, you know that? You know, they pay more there. They pay better benefits too. Yeah. Well, you know, fuck it. What if I was doing something even better? What if I was doing porn? No, you could not do porn. Nobody wants to. That's not a subgenre on Pornhub. Is the guy wearing his tap-out shirt from 2008, 3 sizes too small? Nobody's gonna jerk off to that. And you know, the other thing is, how do you know porn isn't just like every other job and it sucks after orientation? You know, you go like 2 weeks, right? But this is great. This is the perfect job. I'm getting laid all the time. I'm getting paid to do it. Then your director comes up to you with a clipboard and he's like, all right, you're shooting a scene with Janice today, so. Fucking Janice. No, I can't do it. I can't. Anybody but Janice, seriously. No, you know what she does between takes? She talks about her fucking cats. Right? That's all she does is talk about her stupid cat, like showing pictures of her cat. You know what the other thing she's been doing? photocopying her ass on the Lexmark over there, and I have to keep filling it up. Like, that is for STD reports only, Janice, and she fucking knows it. She knows it, and she keeps doing it. I can't do it, dude. No, just not today. Not today. Any other day. Well, I guess fine. Well, you can just go next door and shoot the gay orgy then. I don't work in that department. Yeah, well, Bill called out. So I don't know what you want us to do here, okay? We want you to work as a team here at Sultry Sunset Productions. And we expect you to be a team player. Fucking great. It's 2022, we've made it halfway. Is it gonna get any better at this point? I don't know. Inflation's spiraling out of control. I like it, I like the chaos. I do. I got nothing else to do. I just like the chaos, seriously. And, you know, I think we've had a couple crazy years that we'd rather not talk about. I think this is a point in our history where it's just like a party, and we're waking up the next day, and we're like, geez, whew, good thing that ended when it did, right? Oh my God, it was getting a little crazy there. No, I think this is the end of the party. I think when science is doing what they do now, science is weird, right? Now, I like science, I enjoy science, right? But science sometimes gives us stuff we don't need and we never asked for. Because lately they've been talking about prolonging the human existence, the life of a human, the lifespan. And they're talking we could have ages over 140 years. And they say that like it's a good thing. Nobody wants to live that long. First of all, if you live to be 140, age of retirement is going to be like 108. That'd be ridiculous. That means, like, they say sometimes, 60s to 40, people at 60 are much healthier. But even if like 90 is the new 70, you're not going to want to work for another 18 years. You're probably just going to age like a normal 90-year-old too. You just get all the way up, and then that's it. That's just the next 50 years. It's just like that. Just bed sores, sore bones. You can't get out of bed in the morning. Like, my knee is swelling up again. I think a storm's rolling in. 50 years like that. 50 goddamn years. Be the way, and they sell it to you too. Like, don't you want to see your great grandkids? No, I don't. What am I going to do now? Apologize to the face of the next 6 generations? Is that what I'm going to do? Seriously? Yeah, good. I know there's no potable water on the planet anymore, and I'm sorry. It was our generation. We used a lot of electric cars and stuff, and now those batteries are at the bottom of the ocean, and that's why we gotta drink our own pee. I'm sorry. I didn't know. It wasn't my call. That's what I gotta do. That means you'd be middle-aged at 70. I don't want to be middle-aged at 70.
That's already
yeah, like 70. 70's decent. I don't want to be middle-aged. I don't want to look forward to another 70 years like that. You have a midlife crisis, you gotta wait till you're 70 now. Like, nobody wants that. You wanna buy that Corvette impulsively or that boat or something now. You gotta wait till you're 70. You wanna run off of that hot 58-year-olds, you gotta wait till you're 70 now. I just don't wanna be middle-aged at 70. I want to be on death's door when I'm 70. That's where I want to be. I want to have one foot in the grave with cancer reaching for the other foot and depression behind me with a shovel. That's where I want to be at 70 years old. You know, another thing that science has been doing, NASA, right? NASA's cool. I like astronomy. But do we need it? They just shot that James Webb telescope and they're showing us all these cool images and stuff, but you could have done something better with that money, right? You know what I mean? It's just a fucking telescope, for Christ's sake. What are we looking? Turn that thing back to Earth and fucking look at how we're fucking up. That's what you should be doing. Like, oh yeah, we invested $400 million in this telescope to turn it back towards Earth and realize, oh shit, we forgot to feed people. So now there's people starving down there. And we see them in 5K HD. It's great. And the thing that kills me about NASA is like they got the pictures of the black holes and stuff, and that's cool, but you know, half the time people don't even remember they did that. Like 5 years ago was when they first got it. No one fucking remembers. It's like 40 million light years away. Hundreds of scientists worked thousands of man hours to get this picture of it just kind of looks like the balls Mario spits out. That's what we ended up with. It was just like this 8-bit fucking little circle. It was horrible. And you know, by the way, NASA, all it started was just dick waving at the Russians. That was the whole endeavor of NASA. Let's get a bunch of Nazis together and we'll just sweep all their records underneath the rug and we'll just put them at NASA so we can fuck you to the Russians. That was the whole point of NASA. You know what I mean? It was like, oh really, you got satellites out there? Yeah, cool. Yeah, we got satellites too, actually. Did we tell you we got to the moon first? We got to the moon first. That was a big thing. Yeah, we're actually looking at Mars next, so why don't you fucking suck on that, Ivan? You know, I used to have a roommate I would get in fights with all the time. And one day I really went off on him. And I felt really bad about this after. But I'm just in his face, like, look at this. Look at this apartment. This place sucks. You never do the dishes. You never clean. Your dog's an asshole. You know, and I was like, you're always walking around with that stupid look on your face. Like, that one right there, that one. Yeah, stop doing that. And then I remembered, I lived alone. I've been yelling at myself in the mirror for 45 minutes. And now I'm late for work. Perfect. Guys, I've been Mike Gray. Thank you very much. Nick Dufault.
Mike Gray. He's